Marissa.
And this is Esties Unfiltered, bitches.
The trio was back together.
Yeah. And we had a little break, but it's fine. I'm fine.
Never mind. Never mind. I'm like living in the future right now. Never mind. This is not relevant. Never mind.
She's like, where are we?
No, yeah, I was going to ask you a question, but it's fine. It has nothing to do with...
Does it pertain?
Yes, but
not
no.
Yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
okay.
It would be a next week question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
But we're back.
Yeah.
With another episode, so here we go.
Yeah. So we're all finally back together. Since your little staycation, there's been a lot of girlies that have been on the come up on Instagram, TikTok, social media in general. And they're getting really popular. Right.
And I love that for them.
Yeah.
But
Not the butt. Not the butt.
So my biggest thing is like popularity in the sense of followers wise doesn't always get you clients, and sometimes it does. Most of the time a lot of girls go to you because you do have a ton of followers, but just because you have a ton of followers doesn't necessarily mean that
It doesn't help you retain clients.
retain
They come to you
clients.
once, but if you're not up to par with your services, they won't come back.
I also think
Yeah.
just because you've gained popularity doesn't necessarily mean that you're equally knowledgeable.
No.
Right.
No, absolutely not. So we're gonna talk about it.
And like popular service providers are definitely a hit and miss.
Yes.
Hit and miss in the sense that sometimes 45% of the time popular service providers are actually popular because they know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
45. The other 55% of the time
STEM.
it's a little questionable, okay?
Yeah.
But I think what causes these people to be popular and what causes a lot of attraction and a lot of girls to go, or even clients in general to go to these popular service providers, is the fact that they're going viral and people are like, oh, follow!
Yeah. Because they're going viral, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
A viral post doesn't mean anything.
Because sometimes the content isn't even of like their work or what they're doing. It's like they're doing their life. They're like,
Or like the random like drama
And there's nothing wrong with
post.
that because I'm guilty. Like I love those kind of posts. Like I do watch those. Stop, but you also post content of your work
I
too.
do, but the content of my work doesn't get fucking likes.
But that's the algorithm.
Yeah.
That's not you. That's not your fault. If you gain popularity through Instagram, at least you know your work matches your popularity.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
And like, there's so many girls, and it's, I want to say it's a California thing. Like, California is really
good with social media.
One good with social media, but two, like, I just feel like
Your spidey senses are kicking in.
Sorry, I start shooting spider webs.
One, two.
Any fucking way.
Okay, what?
California, we have like this thing where we like to go to whoever we think is the fucking best, and we're snotty, we're snooty, we're all the fucking, like, we think we're bougie bitches, and we are, but it shouldn't be that way, if that makes sense. Like, when you're picking your service provider, you should be looking at who is knowledgeable,
100%.
obviously, for one. Who, like, popularity doesn't mean anything.
No.
Doesn't mean anything. My biggest thing is when I'm looking at this person has X, Y, and Z amount of followers, do their likes match up?
Yeah. I think when I'm looking for a service provider too on social media, I don't look at like their numbers.
No.
I never do. I go based off their work. Like for nail tech before, like I would be like, oh no, she does like a lot of like super long nails. That's not my style. I like short, clean cut. Like so I try to always find girls like that. So that's how I look for them. So I don't know why girls are like, oh, she's the most popular nail tech and best knows. I'm gonna go to her because she has X amount of followers.
Yeah, and then when you get there, she doesn't do what you
And
want
not
her
just
to do.
knowledge is important, professionalism.
Oof.
How you hold your business is also super important because I've seen people who are super popular on like social media and then like you step into their business and it's like, and there's no tea, no shade, but dirty. They're like, you can hear girls like gossiping, talking shit. I don't know. I don't think that's professional in any kind of sense. When you own a business, I feel like it's very important for you to hold the standard on all your girls and be like, look, this is like a work environment. We have clients coming in, so there's no talking shit. Like, keep your business to yourself. If you got problems with someone, take that home. That's not here. This is a business, because I don't like that. And they're like, girls are like super popular on Instagram and like, oh my god, I love da 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 da. I think like that girl's so cool, but it's like you've only seen her through the lens of social media.
Yeah,
you haven't been to their business in person, so.
Yeah. Or it could even be like, because I hear it all the time, see it all the time. I've experienced it millions of times. You, on the sense of, on the subject of professionalism, you go to a service provider, they don't talk to you.
Oh my god, yes, that is so awkward.
I wish you fucking would not talk to me. We're paying for a service, and you think
Greet your client when they come in the door.
Greet your
First and
client.
foremost, greet the client.
Walk with your client to the room.
Don't like be
Don't
power stepping all in front
text
of them.
them, hey girl, you can come in, and then have them walk themselves
by
back.
themselves.
Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense.
No.
Yeah.
And then don't let that be, hey girl, go ahead and come on back. Don't let that be the only thing that you say to your client the whole entire service.
Yeah. I think for me,
What?
because I do facials, I always make sure to go out, grab my client. Hey, girl, do you need water? Do you need something? Do you need a restroom before you get started? Okay, come back with me. Give him my whole spiel. Here's your towel. Da da da. Get undressed. I'll knock before I come back in. And then I let them know too, because it is a facial. Like, no one wants to really talk during a facial, but some people do. So I let them know. I'm like, if you like, I can explain to you step by step what I'm doing. But if you want to just lay here, relax, and when you want to ask me something, just know that you're more than welcome to ask me. But they know, because I set the standard. Like, you don't have to be silent. I'm going to be quiet because I want you to relax. But I'm going to give you my spiel. And if you have questions, ask me. I will answer you.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's important to like have that first engagement with your client when you're coming in the door, because you're setting the tone for your business. So if I'm having a girl who's not even saying hi to me when I come in, I'm like, girl, you're rude.
But is that even like setting the tone, or like setting
It's
the
just
standard, or is it common sense?
But common sense is
Common sense,
okay.
okay. Common courtesy, common sense.
But
I think
People
it is
doesn't
common
have it.
courtesy if that is what you know. I don't know, because
Not
there
everybody's
are
like that,
not everybody's like
unfortunately.
that.
But at this, so if not everyone's like that, why do you have a business?
Because not everybody should have a business. That's the problem.
That's another episode.
Isn't that?
It needs to be.
It needs to be.
It needs
Yeah.
to
Not
be.
truly not everybody.
Yeah,
should
not
have a
everyone needs
business.
to be having a
If you
business.
don't, that's like, if you don't have the social skills.
You have to be very personable to do a service-based
And if you're not, you need to learn.
Yeah.
right.
I'm not trying to be mean, but you need to learn.
No,
because
it's the
how
truth.
do you ever expect to retain clientele if you're not being personal, if you're not being social, if you're not being on?
I don't know. Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be.
Couldn't be me either. I'm borderline.
But I've seen girls who are completely shy and have learned how to like step out of that shell to be a good service
But you
provider.
have to
So
at
if
least
you
be
can do
willing
that,
to do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You can do that.
Yeah.
If the shy person can do that, then anybody can do it. Really.
Yeah,
Right.
but I don't know.
I don't know. Could it be? I don't know. I feel like okay.
Couldn't be me.
I don't want to say couldn't be me, because I know when I first started, I was probably a lot more shy and reserved. But also, when you're focusing on doing like Brazilians, it's awkward from the jump.
Right.
So
Like,
you want to be social.
Yeah, you kind of have to force yourself to be out there and talk to people. Because how am I just gonna be like, okay, girl,
Bust it
open, drop your pants, hop on the bed, and then
Silence.
the whole time I'm like
Crickets.
thinking in my head. So what am I doing later after this?
Yeah.
What do we need to do
Like,
to the grocery store?
right, what I need to get. I mean, while she's over
Imagine that
here.
panic setting in your
Right,
client.
she's laying there, legs open, like, oh my god, she thinks like my coochie looks funky. She thinks I
Do I
have too much
smell?
hair. Do I smell? Like, I should have taken another shower. Like,
I mean, those are the things I
Yeah.
low-key think when I get easily too. If they're not talking to me, I would be like, nope, it looks weird.
I'm like, she hates
I gotta
me.
work. She thinks I gotta
Like,
work.
she thinks I'm never gonna book again. She probably thinks I'm gonna like leave without paying. Like,
Not her anxiousness showing
Not
that.
leaving without paying. That's crazy. But
It's been tried.
No.
Not done, but
You know, I
tried.
had to update my policies this weekend.
I did.
Oh,
see
I
that.
just
I saw
got-
that.
Yeah.
I love that for you. Though. I got it.
I'll steal your wallet before I punch you.
okay, that's a different.
Just kidding.
It's a different topic for a different episode,
Yes.
because you know what? Disputing payments.
That's a good topic, actually.
Write that down.
Yes.
Note it.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
A future person.
Editing person.
Just editing.
Don't forget to write in your notepad. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just something about. I think when it comes down to your social media, your social media is essentially your portfolio.
It is.
The amount of followers that you have doesn't mean anything.
We want to see the work on your portfolio.
Right.
Yes, that, and it's like popularity in this industry can get you places, but you being a genuine person
People are gonna vibe with more.
and backing up like your knowledge, your techniques, your services, and that is going to get you further. I can't speak today.
Further than followers.
Further than your followers. Yeah.
1,000%.
And I feel like your social media, which I know we have already done an episode on social media, but your social media really is the face of your brand.
It is.
So what you're posting online, whether it's your work, whether it's like the reels that you post, the different content, you know, you being on your stories, talking about it, that is what your future clients are looking at. That's what your potential clients are looking for. They're looking to see like,
It's also don't be messy on your social media.
because they see that too.
Yeah, they all
Yeah.
see it. They see it all.
There's
Sometime again, we show you. We
we see stuff, you know, and if we see it,
They see it.
they see it.
We all see it.
And there are certain things we should not be seeing.
Professionalism.
Right. Like I get it, you know, there are times when like friendship breakups, partnership breakups, business breakups, client breakups, whatever breakups happen. Not everything needs to be posted online. Or if you are gonna post it, maybe close friends or on the personal page.
Okay, yes. I've always been a firm believer in business is business, personal is personal.
Yeah.
I don't want like in this, how do I say it? My social media is turning into a work-life balance.
Right.
Social media, like that's what my business is about. Because I tell my girls all the time, work-life balance.
Yeah.
Work-life balance. They hear me say it a million times a day.
Mhm.
What I'm actually doing in my day-to-day, you will never see.
Right.
Yeah.
Who I'm beefing with, that I just got a parking ticket, that I'm in jury duty today and X, Y, and Z or whatever,
Yeah.
that so-and-so's baby daddy is, that you would never see that on my business page. You would never see me calling anyone out on my business page. I might post a story and it might be for the general public, but I'm not calling anyone
Right.
out. And it's not, what is the word? Loading.
We'll be right back.
I can't think of the fucking word.
What are you trying to say? Like it's not directed at
Yes,
anyone?
thank you.
Indirect.
Lame ass word that I couldn't think of. Okay, that's where I'm at today. Clearly can't freaking think. Yeah, it's not directed towards anyone, but it's definitely one of those story posts where if you come across it, it could apply to you, it could not apply to you. But it's a general story that, like, you're not.
It's like we always say,
It's just a post.
policies are not personal.
No.
They're business.
It's business, yeah. And, yeah. Service providers not upholding their policies or, like, clients not
Respecting
policies is another
Like elaborate.
doozy.
Yeah.
Let's
So-
elaborate on that one because
Okay, everyone loves to charge like a late fee or whatever the case may be. You know,
Yeah.
everyone's like,
after 15 minutes,
whatever, I'm gonna charge you $100, blah blah blah.
50% of your service.
The girlies love to be late,
Yeah.
and by girlies I mean the service providers. So if the service provider is late time and time and time again, and their fee for you being late is what, $100, like I said,
Yeah.
are they gonna give you that money back too?
Right.
How are you going to say, oh, I want my clients to do this, 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 and this?
But you're not standing.
Correct. You turn around and everything you don't want your clients to do, you're doing it too.
Right.
That makes sense.
I think there needs to be like that open communication, especially like if you're requesting it from your client, like, hey, let me know if you're gonna be late.
Right.
Then you also need to take the time to be
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm running 5 minutes late.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you're running like a whole 15-20 minutes late,
Give me, where's the discount?
where's the discount? Because
Yeah.
now you wasted both of our time.
Yeah.
I think the only issue I've ever had with clients and rescheduling issues is like my only issue I have is when they completely no show and say absolutely nothing. That's when I'm like, ooh, that policy comes in.
I feel like
because why you say absolutely nothing? Just text me. I'm 90% of the time if you text me and like, hey, I have to miss my appointment today, but can we reschedule? I'm like, okay, and I'm not going to charge my fee because you at least communicate with me. It's when you don't
there are a lot of times where I am really lenient on it, especially if you're telling me what's going on. Like if you're like, hey, X, Y, and Z is going on, I'm not going to make it, fine. But if you're texting me 10 minutes after your appointment time has already started to tell me you're not
hey girl, I'm not going to make it. No shit. Your appointment was 10 minutes ago.
I had a client text me. And okay, so I texted this client because I let her know. I was like, hey girl, like it's already at 10 minutes and normally like if you're not here, like it gets canceled. Like your slot is only for 25 minutes. I'm not gonna bust out, you know, a 10-minute Brazilian. Yes, it can happen, but like I will feel rushed, you will feel rushed. We're not gonna have a good time. Because I'm not gonna want to talk. I'm gonna try to like speed through. So like what's going on? And she said, oh yeah, that's fine because I'm probably not gonna make it anyways.
Charged.
Well, probably not. I think you mean you didn't.
I think you didn't come because you're still not here. She's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to come because I'm not feeling well.
Yeah, but how you couldn't tell me that an hour
How come
ago?
you couldn't tell me that before the appointment started? How come you only reached out to me after I hit you up first? Because I shouldn't have to be hounding you for your appointment.
No,
Babe, you get the reminders. It sent you like 4 reminders, my guy. Like,
I had a client that like she's not even a client. I had only seen her once, so she obviously got fired. She was like, hey girl, so I'm waiting for her, text her, 15 minutes has gone by. At 15 minutes, you're cut off. You cannot come any longer because I need like at least 45 minutes to do your service. 15 minutes goes by. Hey girl, blah, blah, blah. Are you coming to your appointment? Girl, I've been in the hospital for like 2 weeks, right? I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. The prior month.
oh. Okay.
The prior month.
Okay.
She goes, I completely forgot about my appointment. This is, her being in the hospital was at the beginning of the first 2 weeks of the prior month.
Okay.
This is the very last day of the month, the current month.
Yeah.
Right. So, babe, that doesn't matter.
So I was like, oh, okay.
So,
are you still there then? Or?
Yeah. And she goes, oh my God, I've been home all this time, you know, just trying to get better.
So you've known
a month and a half.
But again, you get the reminders. Like, I am not paying for the website. You're getting the reminders, babe.
My thing is, this is not to discredit you being in the hospital. She was not in the hospital for anything crazy.
Right. But even at that,
it was an ingrown toenail.
Oh. Girl, I'm here with a ripped off toenail. I want to hear nothing. I did.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
well, not even at that. Even if it was something serious and she was there for 2 weeks and she had not been in the hospital. Well, not even just that. She was out of the hospital for at least 4 to 6 weeks. So within that 4 to 6 weeks, how did you not see a single reminder?
Yeah.
How did you not remember? How did you? The app reminds you, so you're neglecting.
But the thing that gets me is, who the fuck is in the hospital for 2 weeks for an ingrown toenail? Babes, do you know who you're talking to? Because I worked in a hospital.
Right.
So, like, I need you to come up with a better lie.
Yeah.
She's like, they almost cut my foot off.
No, literally.
Amputated my whole toe.
Literally, they amputated my whole foot, then they had to find a foot donor, and then...
So now I'm healing.
Yeah.
And now my foot donor is 3 shades darker than mine.
Literally.
With a painted toenail.
Literally. I'm like... What? Sometimes the things the girls say when they're like canceling their appointments, literally just say, "Hey girl, I need to cancel my appointment. Hey girl, I forgot." That's it. I don't need you to explain yourself because when you start to explain yourself, you will start to say stuff that doesn't make any sense.
Like, girl, I would have rather you lied to me and be like, "I'm having car problems."
Girl, I got a flat tire. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll get you rescheduled. Or not, if you gotta pay for a new tire, that's cool with me.
Well, just keep it 100. Because I'd rather, again, you keep it 100 with me than fucking tell me a bold-faced lie and I'm like...
Yeah.
You're sick, but I see you on Instagram at the club. Okay. Because I've seen that.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
At a concert, I was like, so you're going out of town, that's what you've been doing. That's okay. That's okay. That's all you gotta say. And I would have rescheduled you kindly.
That's why your skin looks like shit at the concert, but it's okay.
Like, that's why you saw all that peach fuzz. Oh, crazy.
Nice. Never mind. I'll get canceled if I say that. Something to say that.
Like, so say it and cut it. Say it and cut it.
No, I don't want to make her do more work.
Snip, snip.
No, yeah.
Oh, snip, snip.
But I think that really just goes into the topic of also the service providers that are like rescheduling warriors.
Yeah.
5 minutes before your appointment. Hey, girl.
Hey girl, actually I have to cancel your appointment. Hey girl, actually I'm out of town because.
Wait, can I be honest though? I swear to God, when I first became an esthetician, that happened to me one time because I wasn't used to my booking app yet. And I didn't see that there was like a client on my schedule, and I was literally in fucking Vegas. I was like, but I just did her a free service when I got back into town. So I felt so bad. I was like, I feel like a complete asshole.
Well, when you're first getting started, I feel like that's different.
I was like maybe like 6 months in, and I had not been using the app yet. And I was like, I didn't, because I thought I had to go in and like approve it. And I could have sworn I declined it because I knew I was going to be out of town. But I didn't have my booking app set up that way. So she's like, hey, I'm here for my appointment. I'm like at the pool of Vegas. I'm like,
no, literally,
I'm so sorry. Wrong phone number.
We're close.
But I felt so bad, and I was like, look, when I get back into town, I'm gonna do your facial for free. Like, I feel like such an asshole, and she's still my client now, so it was okay. It worked out, but like,
it's one of those things where if you're going to reschedule, you need to reschedule last minute. You need to compensate your client.
And I
because
always would if
it's
something
inconsiderate to not. You know what I mean? And it becomes an issue when your clients are being rescheduled every single time they have an appointment with you.
And they know that's who you are as a provider.
Yeah, I get so many new clients that are like,
girl, this girl always rescheduled them.
Yeah. I'm like, so I don't talk shit, but I'm very real. Like, so you knew she was gonna keep rescheduling you. Why did you keep going?
Right.
Was her work that great? You wanted
No.
to desperately?
Obviously not, because they came to me.
Well, there was one time I booked a tattoo appointment. And I booked it for me and my bestie. And the morning of. Weird.
Oh my
So
God, we're gonna tell her we got a tattoo.
That's crazy.
I know, I'm so sorry. So anyway, so I got a tattoo of my bestie. I booked it for her birthday appointment, or for her birthday.
Okay. Is this your butterfly tattoo?
Yeah, it's like cow butterfly and little baby.
So cute.
So I booked it with this girl, and she texted me in the morning. It was like, hey girl, can I push your appointment back a little bit? Like, I have a tattoo appointment, and then we're gonna go grab lunch. And I was like, yeah, cool.
I'm not gonna go grab lunch when you have an appointment. That's great.
Right.
Take time off in your schedule for lunch.
But, you know, since it was my bestie, I also was waxing her. So I was like, okay, we'll do her wax first. That'll, like, give them enough time to, like, eat, and we'll be fine.
Oh, this is when you were working in the same studio as a tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess I shouldn't also say that. I was working in the same studio as a tattoo artist.
Okay.
You know, the same building. So my bestie comes, we do her wax. And so, like, I send a message to the tattoo artist, and I'm like, hey girl, like, we're starting the wax or whatever, we're just about to finish, like, let me know the time frame. And she's like, yeah, no, we're almost done. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So then I'm talking to my bestie, and I'm like, should we go get something to eat? You know, we haven't eaten dinner yet. And so we leave, we go up the street, we grab something to eat, we pull up, to pick up our food. And the tattoo artist is texting me back, hey girl, we're almost done. And I was like, okay, cool. So we grab our food to get back to the salon.
Right.
And we're sitting there. I was like, you know what? Let's go eat in the break room. I go, that way, when she's done, we won't be able to see and we can just go in. And she's like, okay, cool. So we're eating in the break room. We finish eating. And we're still waiting again.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what is going on? And so we're talking. And I was like, maybe if we talk louder, maybe she doesn't know we're here. And I know. Well, then she comes out with her
shouting.
friend. I was like, hey, so how was your day?
She's like, bitch, we can hear you. We just don't care.
Literally.
She did not.
She just didn't know. So then she walks up. So she comes out and she walks her friend out. And I'm like, okay, cool. We're going to start soon. Why is she outside talking for another 30 minutes?
So in total, how much time did you wait?
By the time, okay, so we booked our appointment for 4. We did not start until like 8:30.
Bitch, that couldn't be me.
And then we did not get home. Because like my bestie and I, we lived in the same apartment complex. And so we did not get home till like after, like, it was like 12:30 when we got home.
That couldn't be me. I'd be so pissed.
Would have been in jail by the end of the night.
I mean, it wasn't the first time she canceled on me. I should have learned my lesson. So there was another time, same girl, she was tattooing somebody else. And I had gotten upset at something and I was like, fuck it, I need a tattoo. So I was like talking to the girl who was getting tattooed and I was like, hey, can you ask her if she has an opening tomorrow morning before I had to take clients?
Right.
And she's like, yeah, okay, sure. She says yes, confirms it with me. I'm like, okay, cool. Go to bed, wake up. And I was like, okay, I know it's kind of early, so let me go grab her a Starbucks. Because again, we've been working together for a minute, so like, I know her.
Mm-hmm.
So I text her, I'm like, hey girl, I'm gonna grab something from Starbucks. Like, I'll grab you your normal coffee. Like, do you want anything to eat? Doesn't message back. I get back to the salon. I have her coffee. I bought her like a little sandwich. And I'm like waiting for her. And then like 30 minutes goes by. And then I get a text message. Oh my god, girl, I'm so sorry. Can we reschedule for another day? We decided we were going to go to the lake for my boyfriend, or to the beach for my boyfriend's birthday.
When did you decide that? Because you couldn't text me that the night before?
Right.
Because you don't just, I mean, maybe you do just get up and decide you can go to the beach. But again, when you woke up, could you not
When you knew that you had your appointment? Like, what?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, so we're going to be out of town.
Ooh, so she's just, she's got priors.
Right.
For doing it.
She said, I know her. She should have known that she was going to cancel.
If you knew her so well.
So that's when I talked to her that she's like, let's reschedule. And so then that's when I rescheduled my bestie appointment. Because I was like, you know what? One time is a slip up. I get it. You know, it was super late when I booked with her. Like, maybe I'll just, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt.
I don't want it anymore.
And then, yeah. So.
Another form of professionalism.
Right.
It's fine.
Rescheduling warriors.
And lack of accountability.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I know. It was.
Has she gotten better or is she still this way?
From what I have heard, so she's no longer like has a suite now. Now she works at like a tattoo shop. But they're definitely more strict. They're a lot more professional.
Good for them.
So I would
you're working for a company now.
I would love to believe. I don't know.
Someone's holding her accountable.
Right.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
You should definitely be holding yourself accountable.
You should be, but again, not everybody has the work ethic to own their own business, to hold themselves accountable. You just don't.
You don't. And that's that, because then why are you in business? You shouldn't be working for yourself if you can't hold yourself accountable. Sorry.
I mean, it's just a fact.
Yeah.
If you can't hold yourself accountable, if you can't be a good person, if you can't be genuine, if you can't uphold your policies, if you can't do anything that is required of you to have a business, don't do it.
Right, and also, like, again, not, like, what gets me is that, like, friend, you lost out on 2 potential clients. I could have been a client, and then my bestie could have been your client.
Came back to you again for probably
for more. And now we both have a bitter taste in our mouth about you, so now we don't recommend you to people.
I don't know. I just think there's so much that goes into business other than just your work. It's not. It's not just what you can do. It's how you hold your business, your standards, your just everything of who you are as a business owner, being professional, being on time, like all that stuff. So it's just like wild to me that like there are these girls out here who are like not holding those standards, but are like thriving. So
but also, it's like they're taking advantage of you as the client because why?
So I saw someone posting that they're doing brow laminations.
Oh, okay.
For $100.
Oh Jesus!
Okay.
Not everybody can charge that price.
Exactly my point.
Well-seasoned girls can definitely charge that price.
I don't even charge that price, and I could
say,
definitely charge more than that if I wanted to. I'd be more than happy to. My clients would be more than happy to pay. Why are we charging $100, babes?
What are you doing?
When it looks like they just got a brow wax and you took the spoolie against the hairs.
I love you. I love her. But no, truly, then what are you doing? Putting some 14 karat gold up on the brows? Like, why are we charging those crazy prices, especially when you're a novice laminator? I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy.
I was genuinely baffled.
Wow.
Genuinely baffled. And I felt awful for the client.
Right.
Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, she's either one, going to lose all her eyebrow hair.
Like they're fried.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't stick up and go the opposite direction
Unless
if you did them properly.
Over processed.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, just because you have followers doesn't mean that you know what you're doing.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like, you wanna know what I see? Do you see it? I saw something too.
What'd you see?
For aftercare. Like when you tell your clients their aftercare routine after they get their service, how they should be properly taking care of themselves.
Listen! Aftercare is not a suggestion.
It's mandatory. You need to do it or else.
Actually, sometimes it should be a suggestion. Sometimes it should just be a suggestion and it should be what it
wait,
is.
we'll get to that. Here's what it should be mandatory. When your service provider is 100% knowledgeable, knows what she's talking about, knows how she's going to better help you to have better results, lasting results. So, if you're getting a facial, just gonna throw this out here. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
This one.
Yeah, if you're getting a facial, especially any facial for that matter, but especially if you're being dermaplane, nanopen, microderm, anything like that, and if your client asks you, can I wear makeup the same day? Kindly tell them absolutely not. You have to wait 24 to 48 hours, and I'm going to emphasize, I would say 48 to be safe.
Right.
If you absolutely have to wear makeup in the next 24 hours, I would say eyebrows, lip oil only. Only nothing. Yeah, but some girls can do brows and lip oil and look bad because they have their lashes done.
That's
and
true.
like,
That's true. That's true.
But aftercare is so important. No gym, no makeup, no sweating, no saunas. That's for facials. You want to talk about aftercare for Brazilians so people don't? Or do we want Roz to tell brow aftercare first so we can get into your story? Because that's a good story for knowledgeable professionals.
Well, you just told your brow story, so tell us the proper aftercare for brows.
Very simple.
It is
quite literally
follow it.
Entirely simple. All you have to do is keep your brows hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
As in, apply castor oil, argan oil, keratin oil, any oil that doesn't have nuts, obviously, if you're allergic. Don't put coconut oil because coconut oil is not going to absorb into your skin or into your...
just help you break out.
Exactly. Just apply oil to your brows once a day. That's literally it. Very simple.
I use Jocelyn's oil on my lashes.
And it works.
It does.
It's
I'm not even wearing eyelashes today.
These are mine. Oh, they'll see in the intro.
I'm flying away, bitch.
No, but I literally had to create that oil because I was a freaking victim of having my eyebrows and lashes removed off of me.
My outer corners from lash extensions were shot, like little baby nubs, and they're finally growing back because I've been using your oil like religiously.
That oil is a lifesaver. And the reason why I tell my girls, if you're going to get a brow lamb, honestly, you're more than welcome to go to the store and get whatever oil you want. But there's no guarantee that it's going to work. Like, I had to create my oil because I was walking around looking like a damn alien. I didn't have no eyebrows, no eyelashes for a long time.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? None of these oils are working. Let me do something about it. So I got in the lab. I was like a little chemist in that bitch. And then I started testing it. Yeah. So when I tell you, well, not when I tell you, but when I offer, hey, I have this oil, would you like to purchase? And then I give you the whole story, because literally all my clients know the story at this point.
Yeah.
If you're my client and you don't know the story, then I guess you weren't paying attention. But it's like, all my girls, for the most part, like 90% of my girls follow Aftercare, and I can tell. Their eyebrows are nice and hydrated after their lamination. They don't look like they got electrocuted. They don't look crazy.
No, they look
it's
like
very cutesy. But yeah.
So demure.
So demure.
Literally just follow your Aftercare. Just apply your oil to your brows once a day if you get a brow lamp. Or a lash lift. Same thing, same process.
Not us giving aftercare tips for the girls who don't have knowledgeable professionals. We're like, we don't want you to get hurt.
Well, it's because you're spending so much money to like for your service provider to, one, either not tell you the aftercare or to
give you the wrong
give
advice.
you the wrong advice. Yeah.
Right.
I feel like if your service provider also completely avoids aftercare tips, tricks, that's also kind of a red flag.
Yeah,
Like, I don't tell all my clients anymore because they've been coming to me, so they know the drill. But like for my first time new clients, here's a pamphlet. Here's a pamphlet.
Here's the rules.
I literally for each service I offer, I have like a little card now because I've seen too many times where they're like, "What do I do?" And I'm like, texting. I'm like, here you
Makes
go.
your life easier.
It makes so much
Makes your life easier.
Buy a bolt. Here you go. Here you go.
You get a card, you get a card, you get a
She's
card.
Oprah in that bitch.
You get aftercare. You get aftercare.
Yeah.
But you gotta buy the product. Sorry.
I mean, that is what it is.
The tips are only free.
Yeah, but I mean,
Tips included with service.
it's true, yeah.
But I think we want to all hear Marissa's aftercare routine and her aftercare story before she was a knowledgeable esthetician.
Okay, we have all three angles on this too.
So
Once upon a time, I was a young
once upon a time, she was a baby Estie, and a baby Estie who had no idea about Cuciana's Brazilian. Cuciana's, okay.
She said she must nail like Cuciana.
They're very special to us, okay? So before I knew anything, I allowed a service provider who gave me the worst advice that I had ever heard. Okay.
Then she didn't know it was the worst advice. Now she knows.
Now I know. Then, I mean, I was definitely picking up, but she was putting down, and that was the problem.
Girl, let's do it.
Right.
Let's dance.
The problem is that she's still giving that advice. So, anyways,
So here we go.
So, I was getting waxed by this person, the service provider, and I'm laying there, and she's like, okay, yeah, girls, let's talk about aftercare. And I'm like, okay, great, because I have questions. What do I use? How do I do it? Like, what does my routine
proper?
look like? Right. And she said, oh, it's super simple. You can go home, make your own sugar scrub, a little bit of sugar,
Not
a
make your
little bit
own.
of, make your own.
Not make your own.
Make your own. A little bit of sugar, a little bit of coconut oil.
Do you know how bad coconut oil is? Dude, I mean, now you know.
Now, yeah. But, and then I was like, okay, cool. And she's like, and then to moisturize, just use like an almond oil or coconut oil. And I was like, cool. So,
All the oils that she could have recommended to
She
you,
recommended the two fucking worst.
thickest, most comedogenic, will cause ingrowns, breakouts. Like, there were so many better options of oil she could have suggested. But no, she said almond.
How could I give my clients the worst advice?
I'm like,
she said,
jojoba wasn't a
how do I give her fire crotch? Because that's exactly what happened. So, I'm over here in my shower. I'm exfoliating.
Wait, time out. Did you make your own scrub? Or did you buy one?
I made my own. I don't want to talk about it. I was like, you know what? She's probably right. Like, let me save $6.
She's like, I got sugar and honey in my...
It's fine. I can do it myself. Makes a really good lip scrub too.
She's like, a little scrub here, a little scrub there.
So, you know, I'm in the shower, I'm doing my thing. I'm all scrubby, scrub. Next appointment, she's like, wow, girl, you're breaking out a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm exfoliating. You know, she's like, maybe you need to add another day. And I'm like, you right. You absolutely right. Maybe I'm slacking.
And here's the thing. What's the rule when someone is breaking out like that? We tell them to cut back exfoliating. We don't tell them to do it more.
I mean, it really depends on what their skin looks like. Because yes and no. There are some who just are lying to you about exfoliating and you can tell.
Ingrowns or breakouts though? Ingrowns,
ingrowns, yes. Breakouts, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, if that thing is inflamed and fire crotching, we're gonna have to say no exfoliating, girl. Ice your shit. Ice it.
Okay, one compress, something, anything else other than.
She said rotate, heating cold.
So here I was. Let me add another day.
She said
So
4 times a week.
I was like, right. I was like, okay, 4 times, 5 times a week. Even at this point, I'm like, really getting it in. I'm like scrubbing. I'm like, okay, we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of that. Double scrub. She said, and all the circular motion. So I'm.
She said front to back, side to
I'm
side.
getting in all of my crevices, right? And then slap it on that coconut oil afterwards.
She's
I'm
like,
like, where?
Yes, let's make it worse.
Let's make it worse. Let me make the worst cocktail
Like,
for
that
my
shit's on
future.
fire.
I'm like, damn, she's still breaking out.
She is really red and
What
hot.
is going on? And so at that point, I was like, okay, I've been scammed.
I've been
bamboozled. I've been bamboozled. My heart is broken. My coochie is aching. I have an achy breaky coochie. Like,
You
My coochie's aching. It's crazy work.
She's aching. Oh, is it? Is it really? I'm so sorry.
My cheeks hurt.
My throat hurts from laughing.
let me tell you, the amount of like ingrown little pimples we've gone through together.
Her coochie's seen some things.
She's seen some things. Okay?
Everything at this point.
At this point,
Yeah.
literally. So,
The ringer. That poor
I know. I was like, damn girl, like who we fighting?
So to people
You?
so people who don't understand why this is so funny to us, like girls who aren't estheticians, why was this such ill advice for you?
First of all,
Because our esties will get it.
Esties
Our
will
clients might not
Yeah,
understand. So
yeah.
let's properly educate
right,
what
let's
she
just
should
get
have been
into
doing.
right. So again, I'm no longer going to this waxer.
Bless her heart.
Clarify.
She can
Bless her heart. I hope one day we learn better advice to give.
Maybe this podcast will help.
Fingers crossed. I hope you're watching, friend. Anyways, so
Me too.
So proper
now that you've learned what not to do, let me tell you
Well, you
the type of information I give to my clients. Okay, so proper aftercare. Okay, 24 is the minimum. 48 is like best practice. Okay.
Right.
Okay, no sex, no sauna, no gym, no hot tub, no swimming pool, no lake, no beach.
Any body of water.
You have to say that during the summer because people are like, "Oh, you said no pool," but like that's not.
I was all up in that salt water though, girl.
Girl, it's the same thing.
Any
It's
body
the
of
same
water.
thing.
No, yeah.
Girl,
But then you're gonna get the people that are gonna be like, wait, does that mean I can't shower either?
no, girl, you could shower.
We
It's
shower
not
that.
super hot.
We shot
Okay.
that coochie
Okay.
on the pool.
Cool, warm. Okay, once it starts getting steam, you start to irritate the skin. Again, when we wax, we're pulling up that first layer of skin, right? Because
Yeah,
it is
that
another
will.
form of exfoliation. So if we're adding steam to it, she's gonna be irritated.
She's
Okay,
very mad.
very pissed off at you, and we don't want that. Okay,
Yeah,
we want
as-
the best
As
for you.
Marissa, she was pissed.
She was pissed. She was pissed at me.
She was telling you how angry she was and you weren't listening.
And I said, it's okay, girl, I can fix it. Let me just scrub a little more. Scrub a little harder. Doesn't work that way. So you want to use products that are formulated for your coochie.
Specifically designed for the
Specifically,
regime.
okay? That doesn't mean just slap on your Victoria's Secret like scented lotion, your Bath and Body Works lotion. Do not put that on.
All that fragrance.
All the fragrance. All of the fragrance. Okay, and I know that there are some brands out there that are meant for your coochie that also carry sugar scrubs. And I feel like they're a fraud. Okay, you should not be using any type of sugar in or around your coochie. I said what I said.
Yep.
And I don't agree with that, especially because they're also scented sugar scrubs.
Ooh, no.
So
There's so many better forms of exfoliation.
so many better forms. Okay, you can use a scrub again that's formulated for your coochie that is not a sugar scrub.
Like the Deck Scrub.
Dextrum, love her.
That's what I use.
Even
I'm like, am I doing the right thing?
no, Dextrum is great.
I was like, fuck, I'm using Deck Scrub, but I'm not using like Tree Hut.
No. Dextrum is fine.
Most not using Tree Hut, I'm saying. There's girls out there using Tree Hut.
That's a whole thing. Okay, again, also
Is your coochie even on?
no scented, no scents.
Shit. I said, is your coochie even on?
Honestly, at that point, because you just sandpapered your coochie down.
She's gone.
She's gone. And when
She's
your
left
voice,
the building.
she's gone out of here.
She's not attached anymore. Like
She fell off.
she's just walking around, no cooch, just
Just love.
vibing.
I'm so sorry, audio listeners. I'm so sorry. That one might ring someone's ears. My bad.
It's fine. They'll survive.
Just no.
Just love.
Okay,
Wow. Wild statement.
Well, yes. So don't do that.
God, I really hope my videos lost. All of this.
Hopefully.
If not, I hope yours really got it. Okay, so you just heard Marissa's beautiful story of how she was bamboozled. And she went to someone who was not so knowledgeable, and now look at her, what, how many years later? 5 at least?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least 5, 6 years now. She's
No.
knowledgeable as hell.
Great.
And she's not gonna let any other girl in her clientele base have a fire crush like her.
No. So if you need aftercare, please feel free to send me a message. I will mail it to you. You can pick it up at the salon. I got your back, friend.
Yeah. Proper aftercare is important, and that's why being a knowledgeable professional is like not even just the standard, like it's a mandatory. You need to be knowledgeable.
It's part of the job.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like you should know getting your license, like what you learn in school is not enough. How do I become the best at my craft?
Right.
Education, education, education.
Yeah.
Continue to freaking learn.
Right.
Like don't settle
It
for being
doesn't
subpar.
Yeah.
No, there's so
Doesn't
much
stop.
education out there for you to learn. Like, there are so many girls that are offering classes. There are
Free seminars.
free seminars. There are brands that offer you classes on how to use their products.
Mhm.
There are like the beauty expos that you can go to where they give you free classes for you to learn. There's so much opportunity for you to learn, and if your service provider is not continuously learning, then you should tell them to take a class.
And before you become an esthetician, make sure, because I don't know if there's anybody watching who's thinking about being an esthetician, make sure going into this you know that being in any kind of like industry like this, it's an investment. So these classes aren't always free. There are a lot of free ones, but you're going to continue to invest in your business. It's not just what you pay for beauty school.
Right.
It's machines, it's product, it's classes, it's merchandise, it's whatever you need like to survive. I'm like, but it's not cheap. It's not all magic, fairy tales and rainbows. You're not just going to be rich overnight, and if that's why you're going into this industry is just to be a moneymaker. I hate to break it to you, pick a different industry because this is not it. You definitely can grow and get there, but you need to be able to put down the foundation and get to that point.
This is not a fast cash grab. You can't just go in and expect to
get an
blow up or
guaranteed money.
Honestly.
Exactly. You can take all of the classes, but you also have to be willing to put in the work. And you have to want it. If you don't want it, your clients will tell if you're not interested, if you're not genuine. They know.
They can feel when you're not about it. So that's the tea.
That is the tea.
That's the tea on being professional and all that good stuff.
Right.
So
that's that. But again, if you are looking for extra education,
yes, plug.
You can go first.
Okay.
I'll kind of plug. You go.
Yeah, okay.
Plug it.
Right. Let's bring it back. So I offer Brazilian waxing courses. So we'll bring in models for you to practice on. We'll kind of go over the basics, how to do it, how to pick your wax, all of everything in between, sanitation, etc. My lovely bestie, Roz. Go ahead and give your spiel.
I offer brow lamination training, so that covers everything from theory all the way to your hands-on practice. We literally go into full depth of the brow anatomy, disinfection, sanitation, of course, processing time, staining, waxing, concealing, shaping. I literally jam-packed this course. It also includes social media. I'm gonna send you the training thing because I put in my training I give them 50. I'm lying. It's 30 ideas of what to do on social reels that they can create.
Love that.
Because when you're first starting, it's very difficult. And me being I've been here for a long time already now. So I help you curate your social media. I also do go into product development on my training as well.
That's way more than most. That's way more than any.
It's a lot more than a lot of other girls' trainings,
Yeah.
which I am going to be raising my prices because a lot is going
So
into
act now.
it. No kidding, act now because my training is currently $1,000. Once the price goes up, it's definitely going to be a little bit more expensive, but only because I have genuinely taken the time to make sure that everything is covered.
Right.
You're not going to leave feeling as if you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
You will leave
Because there are too many people who are offering classes and
Shouldn't be.
shouldn't be. And then their students are well, I don't know what to do now.
And then they're left in the dust.
Guilty. I was one of those students. one of my first trainings, it was a 2-in-1. So it was me and another girl, and the other girl that was there was the instructor's best friend.
Oh.
So they were chit-chatting the whole entire time, and for the demo, the trainer, she never like messaged someone to come in for a demo. So she's like, oh, okay, well, you can be the demo. So she does the lamb on me. So it doesn't give me a mirror. After she's done with the demo, she's like, okay, your guys' turn.
Yeah, you go, how was I supposed to learn?
To this day, I'm not reaching out to her. She can go piss on a rock.
Yeah,
That's not
That's not a rock. That's not a rock. That's not a rock. Something like
how you educate people.
No.
My girls have 100% full access to me 24/7. If I'm on vacation, those are the only people that can contact me.
No. The amount of people that have like told me, oh yeah, I took a training and we only practiced on one model, but I didn't even get to do a full model. I only did half. How are you learning?
Yeah.
What are you?
You're the one you just posted. I saw her work. I was like, damn, I'm actually fucking impressed. And you let her practice on you. I was like, damn, that is some
wax my
trust.
eyebrows.
Yeah, when I see that, I was like, damn, that's some
That's
trust
great.
to let someone who's like new.
Well, because it's one of those things where it's like, if you're going to say hands-on practice, I mean hands-on practice.
Yeah.
You're gonna practice, and you're gonna practice on me. You're gonna brow mat me. You're gonna wax my brows. You're going to get practice regardless.
Yeah.
And feel comfortable in what you're doing before I send you out the door with your certificate. Because if I give you your certificate and you don't know what you're doing, then you're gonna feel
Then
like
you're also being part of the problem.
Yeah.
You can't expect everybody to be knowledgeable, and then you're bringing somebody in and you're not giving them everything that they can. Right.
Yeah.
Like if you're telling them, okay, this is what you need to do, but you're not showing them how to do it, you're not really instilling that, engraving that into their brains, they're gonna go out there and you can be like, oh yeah, the sky is blue, and they're like, yeah, so my teacher told me that the sky was green.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
it doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Just end it right there. I hate people.
But also, if you want any more information about other Esties in the industry, that's where Miss Ash comes in with the Estie Collective, because that's where we all hang out. It's where we all have met each other. It's where we form our little friendship.
Yeah, it's not a training, but you'll learn a lot because there's so many different girls in the industry who have different scopes of practice that they do. So you'll be able to kind of pick other people's brains. So that is like a good form of free knowledge. Well, kind of free. Gotta pay for the event, but the connections you make after that.
They pay for the event and for whatever you have going on.
Yeah.
Them picking our brains is free.
That's true. That's how. Yeah. That part.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is a good episode, guys. I love this one for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
We did good.
I think this is.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're so welcome.
We did you a favor.
We really just killed it.
I know that you were just here for the drama, but we gave you some knowledge too, and I hope that you use it, and I hope you don't get firecrotched like me. I hope you
don't get
lashes.
bamboozled ever.
Right, I hope you don't get bamboozled, no scams. I hope your brows don't fall off. You don't get fried brows. I hope your face doesn't break out because you're putting makeup on after your facial. So if you didn't listen to anything that we just said, hopefully you listened to that and you're paying attention.
Yeah.
So you're welcome. Yay. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for welcoming Ashley back. Let's do that. Right here. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Like, subscribe.
Subscribe. Okay, don't forget to follow us on all social medias at Esties Unfiltered. Unfortunately, TikTok is still Esties Unfiltered with 3 S's because the person that had Esties Unfiltered with 1 S took it back.
Again?
Rude.
So, TikTok is Esties Unfiltered with 3 S's. But other than that, now we can say bye.
Okay.
Okay, bye.